Part of our problem is we're not just too complacent, but we are suspicious of those who are courageous to cut against the grain. We are also obsessed with being successful. Success in America is often defined as not only material toys, not only how much money, how many possessions, how many commodities, but you end up well adjusted to injustice. Tonight in Detroit, at Wayne State University, that the best of the struggle of black people in America has always been to produce people who are maladjusted to injustice. We need more maladjustment. I didn't say folk acting up and acting foolish. I didn't say folks saying things just to gain attention, but by maladjustment it means you are keeping your eyes on a prize that has something far beyond just material prosperity in your own career and your own professional project. Nothing wrong with them. But the problem is if you end up so obsessed with success and addicted to narrow conceptions of success, you're going to end up giving up, selling out, caving in. And this has been our problem. And we see it among our precious young folk. They don't see enough Socratic energy among the older generation. They see folk who think strategically and manipulatively rather than connecting vision to courage, willing to sacrifice. Now see, when I came along in the 1960s and 70s, oh, we had some maladjusted Negroes. But King Jr., he was so maladjusted that he was willing to love a people who had been taught to hate themselves. He was willing to sacrifice everything for people who were taught that they would never be able to triumph against apartheid, never be able to love themselves, never be able to look white supremacy in the face and push it back. Yeah. He's maladjusted. Malcolm X, oh, that's a maladjusted black man. Fannie Lou Hamer, you all know who I'm talking about. You had Rosa Parks in this city, didn't you? Wasn't she maladjusted on the bus? Young folk don't see that enough now. They just see successful folk living in their big mansions with their trophy wives and husbands. Narcissistic, individualistic, that's well adjustment to injustice. I'm not against success. Now, I don't want anybody to leave here saying, Brother West wants me to be unsuccessful. No, I didn't say that now. I just want us to keep focused on the best of a tradition. And black people have no monopoly on it, but in America, it has been black people at our best who have constituted the leaven in the democratic loaf, from Frederick Douglass, the Sojourner Truth, to Harriet Tubman, Ida B. Wells Barnett, all the way up to the present moment. We're going to talk about Brother Obama later. Some people think he's the culmination of Martin Luther King Jr. I've seen him on the same shirt. Rock's my dear brother now. We got to protect our brother. They got some vicious lies and attacks coming at it. Right-wing folk and Fox News and so forth and so on. We've got to respect our brother because he's got tremendous burden. He's head of the American Empire. He's head of the American Democratic Project. If we love our brother, and if we love brothers and sisters of all colors who are catching hell, we don't just protect, we don't just respect, but we correct our brother if he's leaning in the wrong direction. If he's leaning too much toward Wall Street oligarchs, he needs correction. If he's leaning too much toward corporate elites against working people, he needs correction. If he's spending too much time with investment bankers and not focusing on poor people and working people and jobs and homes foreclosed, I love the brother, but he needs correction in the name of the Martin Luther King that they got him on the shirt with. It's hard to hear sometimes because some folks thought Barack was Jesus for about 2 weeks. He's my deliverer. You gonna save me? No, Negro, you got the word. You gotta put the book on. He's president of the United States. We got corporate folk coming at him every second. Lobbyists coming at him every second. Death threats every 2 seconds. I pray for him. But in the end, it's not all about him, just like it's not all about us. It's about the service we can render in keeping track of the least of these, those whose suffering has been rendered invisible. And all you got to do is just look at any city. We will wear red shoes today. Red jazz shoe Paul. Okay, that's that jazz. Next to the coal train. Sarah Bond, Ella Fitzgerald, Miles Davis, Thelonious Monk. You need some jazz in the shoe Paul. Connected with your tradition. Be the finest, most syncopated, sophisticated shoe shiner in Detroit. That's part of the same tradition. That's rendering service. It's exactly what I'm trying to do tonight. Metaphorically shine some shoes. Render service by trying to speak the truth. That's what I'm called to do. Other folk call to do something else that make me better, that make me worse. The same tradition, like blowing the horn. Pharmacist, doctor, lawyer, but you have to have Socratic energy. Socratic energy. And it has to begin first with defining who you are. And so many of us evade who we really are. That's why I always like to begin my talks with the phone. What does it really mean to be human? What kind of human being will you choose to be in your life? What does it mean to be a featherless, two-legged, linguistically conscious creature born between urine and feces? That's who we are. Put on my three-piece suit if I want to. I know where I came from. I came out of my mama's womb. It's funky down there. There's a lot of blood down there. But there's a lot of love down there. It cuts against any kind of sanitized, sterilized, deodorized story of what life is about. Because if you're not talking about coming out of your mama's womb, and if you're not acknowledging the fact that your body one day will be the culinary delight of terrestrial worms, that's funky too. You're going to die one day. And the question is, who are you in between your mama's womb and the tomb? What kind of human being do you really want to be? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? And at this point, we're not talking about success. We're talking about the conception of your deepest sense of who you are as you stand in front of the coffin of your mama, a daddy, a grandmother, a grandfather, looking that corpse in the face, and it's saying to you, who you going to be, huh?